Hey, good morning. We're here in sunny Southern California, and I don't normally make videos on FSD, but oops, wrong one. In this case, with the newest update and my test drive last night, I don't know why it always does that. Software. We're on 2021.44.1355, which gives us FSD Beta 10.10.2. My test drive went so good last night on my test loop that I want to recreate it today during the daylight instead of nighttime. And see if it's better, see if it's worse. It shouldn't be worse, obviously, because cameras can see better. Cameras are all clean. I like to keep my glass and everything pretty clean. I was so shocked at its performance last night that I had to make a video today. So much FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt on full self-driving beta testers out there. I shouldn't say testers, but software that I've been using for some time now, and yeah, it's gotten better. Stopping for traffic control 300 feet. Okay, can't see the stop sign except for there. Oops, I did not put it all the way. There we go. Okay, right, it's clear. I can see all the way down. Left, I cannot see so well. There we go. Yeah. And off we go. So this is one of my favorite test loops. I take it through. Get into our right turn lane. Stopping a little early. And this particular light, it doesn't always go through. Sometimes it just waits for it to turn green because it is terrible to look down on the left side. There's our green light. It's generally pretty quick. And we're going to make a left at the red light way up there, Victoria. And it always takes too long, I think, to get over into the left lane, which it should have done because it is, plenty of room, space, time, but we're gonna move over. This isn't a complaint, I just wish it kind of moved over a little earlier. No big deal. And then into our turn lane. Oh, okay. Don't know. Whatever. Almost changed your mind, but you decided not to. Oops, and let's put on green light. There we go. I like to keep my hands just so it's kind of going through. All you have to do is a quick little tightening of the muscles, and you're in control. Last night's drive was really impressive. There's some places on this test loop, like right up here, where we'll make a right turn onto Foothill. Light, and it did not like to get into the right-hand turn lane, and a lot of that was coming up over a hill, and then boom, there's your right turn lane. And I can, I know it's there, but FSD Beta doesn't know it's there like that. But it would never get into the turn lane. Nice and clear, good. I gotta say, the merging into lanes with other traffic around is really impressive. It's just so cautious about changing lanes. But I have a couple intersections where, for some reason, it likes to change lanes in the intersection, which is a no-no. You should not be doing that. Totally expect that to be resolved through the beta program. They're just going super slow. Let's see what We'll just see if they're taking up both lanes, unfortunately. And great, wonderful job, wonderful. Now, I know there's a pothole here, so I'm going to take it off to avoid the pothole and then back on. We got a bunch of shadows here, see how it behaves. Somebody said their car tried to go around a shadow. That's kind of weird, but alright. The only intervention I've done is just so I can get rid of that pothole. Here's our right turn coming up here. I'm going to put my nav back on. And will you do it? Yes, you will. Wonderful. A little bit late, but that's okay. Not as early as us humans would do, but before it was never even getting into this lane. Green light, there we go. Should have crept forward to try and go around. Don't know why it didn't. This is Foothill Road. Speed limit's 45. I have my speed set to 11% over. So 11% for 45 is roughly 50. So it has set it for 50. Which is kind of fast for Foothill Road. Fine for humans. But 45 was probably better for autopilot or full self-driving, beta. But I'm so familiar with the system and what it does, this is not a problem for me personally. During the evening, I'll pop it down to 45. Coming up on our left turn here. And one of the reasons why I chose this route is because of how many stop signs and left turns. Here's a terribly marked left turn lane. You can't even see the arrow until right there. And we got a car, and wonderful. Did a perfect job of saying nope. And up we go. Speed limit will change from 50 to, there you go, 28. And I'm going to bring it all the way down to 25 because I'm in no hurry. Actually, I'm going to mark it down to like 23. And every time it comes over the crest like this, it does a stop in front of the stop sign a little too far back. It's kind of like a surprise stop sign. Clear. So it does stop, but it just kind of does it a little farther back. But so far, one great improvement. It gets into the right turn lane like it should. All right, let's speed up a little bit, 25. This one, not such a surprise, so we should get a better stopping distance here. Perfect. I can see it left and right. I see it's clear. And you should go. A little slow, but you're doing your thing. Extra safe. Can't cry about that, but hopefully it gets cuts that time. If it cut that time in half, that would have been just gorgeous. A lot of new homes up here. We had a horrible fire come across all these hills and take out many homes. So a ton of brand new houses up here that are just gorgeous. Another stop sign. And clear left, clear right. This one used to be a big problem. It would just sit here forever. And sometimes, on occasion, it just gets stuck here and just sit there. Luckily, nobody would be behind me, so I'd wait it out. And I waited up to a full 60 seconds once, and it didn't move. So, typically that didn't happen. Most of the time, it was just very slow at going through it, very slow. Now it is pristine. Just like you saw that stop there is wonderful. And you may notice sometimes we're kind of taking up a lot of the roadway. The car is amazing when it sees another car from a distance coming to just ease over to the right and give it clearance long before our paths have crossed. And here we are. The only intervention I did was just to avoid that pothole. Let's go to our FSD favorite, number 2, which is boom, 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 back down, back up into the hills. And it does not like ever to do this U-turn in the cul-de-sac, which is weird. I've seen it do it before, but maybe it's because we're so much up on a hill here. Let's see here. Beautiful Sunday morning. It has been quite interesting to see the software release improvements. Okay, we're probably going to creep forward for this one. Checking for visibility. Yep, perfect. Good. Little far back, but it did its stop and then crept up. Hopefully a car will come up this other way so you can see it merge over to give it more clearance. Otherwise, it really keeps its distance from vehicles on the right and left quite well. And what I really like is just you can always see what it's thinking by looking down on the screen here. And I love to keep my backup camera on. I can see to my left and right rear just by a quick glance. I do have a lot of equipment in my back window, so it's kind of hard to see things through the back window. So this is wonderful. I have noticed something unique. Whenever I'm up in these hills here, because turns are so quick that it doesn't usually bug me for intervention on the steering wheel unless I'm going really, really slow and there's a lot of time in between the turns. Another nice turn here coming across, and all of Ventura City in front of you, but you got a really wide angle lens, so you probably can't see it that well. One thing I suggest, if you're going to be using autopilot or full self-driving when it finally gets released to the public, is have your thighs high enough and your steering wheel low enough to where you can sit in this sort of position where the steering wheel just passes through your fingers, and any kind of takeover takes place. Not the best turn in the world. You almost missed your turn. Takes place with just simply a grip and a flinch to take over. So that's I recommend that only because it's just comfortable instead of sitting there like this. I've been using this and it's been working out wonderful. Another great thing is we move to the right, nice and clear, and we should go here, and off we go. We're going to hit up to 50 miles an hour on Foothill, then make a right turn here. Our speed limit, 45. Slower residential speeds, 25. I don't mind letting go of the wheel a little more when we get up to 50 like this. And then here we go. Beautiful, beautiful slow down turn. Just wonderful. Now here's a yield sign that has been very problematic in the past. And last night it actually did better. Nobody clear, good. This is its first drive though in the daylight hours over here. Kind of went around that puddle there. And I'm going to bring it down to 25 instead of 28. Oh, beautiful view this morning. Oops, I'm supposed to go to breakfast with my buddy. Where's my phone? Curvy road right here. Narrow curvy road, I should say. I wish this nav would stay on screen when I'm in FSD Beta. That is one of my annoyances. I really like to see the two differences in the navigational software. One of the great things about having an S or an X over the 3 or the Y. Here we go, nice sharp uphill turn. Is that having this map and that map, this one showing me all the way to where I need to go, this one showing me typically the next turn. Really, really, really like that feature a lot. But anytime you turn off FSD, that goes away and you re-enable it, or I'm sorry, it stays, but once you re-enable it, it disappears. It won't stay up on screen. Super, super annoying. It keeps giving a full screen FSD Beta visuals, and I don't need the full version. So if you're thinking between a Model Y and a Model X, that's one of the nice advantages. I love the automatic opening doors. That's another wonderful. When your hands are full and you come up to the driver's side, okay, we're going to make a left turn here, coming down the hill, slowing down. Wonderful, wonderful. And here we are at the end of my second test loop. Alright, so let's go to FSD Beta 3 loop actually. So wait for it to calculate here a little bit. There we go. Turn her on and away we go. Perfect stop at the line. It's all clear. So, there we go. Oops, gonna need sunglasses for this one. Down to 25. Here you get a gorgeous shot of Ventura, if it shows up on the crank camera at all. Very cloudy and hazy today, though, unfortunately. Now, this left turn coming up, let me bring this back up again because it disappeared there. Oh, not suspension, I don't want suspension. There we go. This left turn coming up here, not the curve, but the left turn at the street, changing streets. Previous versions have been really long time for it to check. Now I got the sun in the pillar, but most of us humans just kind of go right on through this, and nice and clear. And again, still better than before. Not as great as I'd love, but definitely improvement. Definitely an improvement. But if somebody was behind me coming down the hill, making their left turn, they'd be kind of like, what's this person doing? I wouldn't be surprised at all if FSD hardware version 4.0, when it does hit, will also have camera replacements involved. Possibly a resolution jump, most likely a dynamic range jump.
Randy Duguay says okay, hope it does good, we'll check in next weekend.
Dismiss, and up to our stop sign. It's clear. Move the Peek out a little bit more. Yep, it's clear. And off it goes. So pretty much how I would have done it. Here we are, back up to our 50. Slow us down to 45. Interesting, it let itself cut across that painted line for the left turn lane when there was nobody there, instead of trying to whip around and stay perfectly in the lines. And as a human, that's kind of what I would do too, is, you know, you're trying to keep from making these, keeping your G-forces down. Now, this right turn, wow, wonderful. I don't know why, but there was something about this right turn. Even last night, it did great on this. Up our hill. That right turn, for some reason, has always been a nightmare. Okay, slows down. This is a really, got to keep an eye on this one. Left turn here. Actually, we need to wash our windows. They look dusty. Perfect, perfect. Very good. Anyways, that right turn back there has constantly failed. It report. It would turn from, good. Now it did cut through, and I notice it will do that if it's completely clear. Not real bad, but uncomfortable. But every time there's a car, no problem, goes around it. And 0 interventions. All right. That was FSD Beta 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's go back to 1 and try it one more time. Off we go. Again, my only intervention was our pothole that I wanted to avoid, that it's wonderful at hitting. Clear on the left. And off we go. I gotta say, the delays really feel like they've probably dropped down by a couple seconds, two seconds maybe, and that makes a difference. That makes really a difference. Okay, should be a little more forward. This one, we got a bush on the left, and clear now. Definitely clear there, so now we can go. Stopping, don't know why, shouldn't have stopped. First time it's stopped there, ever. And I've done this test loop many times. Clear, and off we go. Sees the car, plots around it. Oops, and again my nav is gone. Please fix that. Seriously. Look how steep this hill is. Probably doesn't show up on the camera. And look at this stop sign. It's all cockeyed. So Tesla sees that and thinks it needs to stop. They just need to fix that sign. But ironically, it, Must figure out in some sort of way that that doesn't apply to us, and it keeps going. I've had it completely stop there in the past. Last night, this is the third time through there, it didn't stop once. Left turn on Foothill, could have been a little bit, well, then there you go, never mind. Now we just kind of move to the left. Clear on the left, clear on the right, and car coming behind us now, but off we go, not a problem. Yeah, I gotta wash my windows, damn it. I thought they were clean when I left, only because I was in the shade, no doubt. It's amazing this thing can just wind through these twisties at 50 miles an hour like a race car driver practically. Lots of shadows here, no issues. This is really an impressive update, I gotta say. Really impressive. Signal, crappy left turn lane, barely marked. No car coming this time, so. And off we go. And stops again too far back. Keeping up, it's looking, it's clear, you can go, and it goes. Good. So that's about the 6th time I've gone through that stop sign with this update. Oops, let's go a little bit faster here. And it's much improved. Much improved. I would like to see some traffic coming, but it's just a little early in the morning, so I want to see its thinking process when it sees other vehicles more often. And here's our difficult, annoying left turn that it can get stuck on. Clear, you can go. A little slow, but not the worst thing. Kind of like grandma driving. With this update, I can actually see maybe they can get to level 5. There's a tiny little braking there. Just we dropped about 2 miles an hour. Don't know why. Don't know what it saw. Don't know why it did that. Nothing of any. You would never cause an accident. It was such a minor touch. But I could feel it. Probably can't see it, but I could feel it. Again, clear, you can go, and it goes. Boy, this is just really smooth and good. Really smooth and good. All my other test drives just haven't been as impressive enough to warrant me taking time to make a video. This is good. I drive this car for a living, so I go from customer to customer to customer here in Ventura County. So I'm using FSD Beta quite often and to many new addresses. And we reach the end of our tour. Oh, where can I take it to that has been ever an issue? So let's do this. Let's take it right to there. Get yourself one of these. It makes a big difference. Anyways, okay, let's take a look. Clear, clear. Off we go. See its intention to make the right turn here. Really like that blue line, but it's not something you could really keep your eye on. You're so busy looking out and keeping your eye on the road for anything that looking down, you know, you're only gonna do when you feel like, oh, okay, it's clear for 100, 200 feet. And you can glance down and take a look and see what it wants to do. It's kind of fun to watch it, the blue line, navigate around. Oh, look at that. We're going a totally different direction. Otherwise, we would have turned there. But I put in a completely new address. It's interesting to watch that blue line navigate around a parked car. And you know, okay, it's even though it's kind of lined up on that car, I can see the blue lines going around it. And then you watch the vehicle just follow it. It's simply amazing. I can't fathom any excuse as to ever buy any other EV than a Tesla. If you think about this one factor, what's the resale value going to be on a vehicle that can drive itself for you and maybe be part of the autonomous driving Uber service that you can call and make money on? There's no other EV that should have this kind, and it gets in the correct lane. Wonderful. Now this would be a good test. This is Foothill Road, a lot of cars coming back and forth. Got to come up to our stop sign. Clear on the left. Okay. Clear on the right. And off we go. Just the resale value of a vehicle that can drive itself or have the ability, whether you've paid for that option or not. This used to be terrible through here. Right in here, didn't know what to do when I first got the car. And it just breezes through nowadays. It just breezes through. I'm just so impressed with this. This is a crappy road, super wide, a lot of pavement fixing, and there's our line finally coming in. Whenever it has lines to go by, that's really helpful for the vehicle. Anyways, yeah, I mean, just the resale factor of a Tesla alone is a wonderful reason to pick a Tesla over a Mach-E, you know, and their joke of Blue Cruise and how bad that is. I dare you to take any Mach-E with a Blue Cruise and try and follow me through the hills on autopilot. It's useless. It's ridiculous to even think it can do it. Then to top it off with a supercharging infrastructure that you can stop, eat, use the restroom, come back to your car, unplug, and take off. That is so massive throughout the United States, around the world too, but I live here, so here's our right turn coming up. See how she does. Good, good, good. Little over the line, but it's a hard one. This is admittedly a hard one to see. It almost sneaks up on you on the right side. I'm gonna have a speed bump here. Should. Oh, yep, sees it. Slows down for it. She's... I wonder what the Mach-E would do through that thing. Bam! But there's supercharging infrastructure. Now, here's one of the shadows. Sees it. Sees a little bit late. The system's only going to get better. Oh, yeah, we got to make a left turn. Wonderful. Perfect. Perfect. Got to go down here, make a left turn. I don't want to go that fast. Bring it down to 25. We've had many long trips to Vegas, Northern California, Southern California. Oh my God, I can't even fathom of thinking of trying that in another EV. Lacking the charging infrastructure. Yeah, you got Charge America, you got... I don't know, there's a couple others, and I'm members, and then you have to have a membership to every single one and use their card, and see, that was not good. You should I'm gonna report it. I'm sure if there was a car there, it wouldn't have been an issue. Now, they were far out in the road, and it's still planned right around. And we're gonna almost reach our destination here in a second. Come around. I'm amazed at how well it stops in front of my customer's house. It gets the address just pristine, and boom, we're here. Let's cancel that. Let's go navigate. Let's go home. I want it to take... No, I didn't want it to do that, actually. Turn. I do need to turn right, but I don't have a... I don't know what it's following. Now it's deciding on its own where it's going to go. Clear on the left, which is really the important one. It's clear. You can go. There we go. So impressive. So disappointed I don't wash my window, though. You can really tell when you get into the sunlight. Super annoying. This update, God, is so good. Like I was saying, the other charging infrastructure, when it's working, I have pulled up to my share. I have a Chevy Volt, so I have another electric vehicle. Although, luckily, thank God, it had a gas backup. Not that I want to use gas, not that I want to ever have a gas car ever again after almost 3 years of having this. And it was wonderful that the Volt would drive around 90% of the time on electric. Okay, perfect. I do want to make a right turn on Telegraph, so I'm fine with that. Okay, it's clear. What are you waiting for? Maybe it's because I don't have a navigation set in. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to tell you to go. I don't know, maybe because I don't have a nav. Now this is not, that is not a lane, but it's so giant I could see how I made the mistake. This is good because there's another test left turn coming up at Victoria, eventually, way up, that I want to see how it behaves before coming down Telegraph Road to Victoria at that red light intersection for the left turn. It would come in like Mario Andretti. It'd do it, and it'd come in and stop, but it was like it wasn't slowing down for the red light, but until like almost like, you know, a race car driver. I never had to hit the brakes personally, but I'd be hovering over it, like, what's going on? And it would always stop, but it would always come in way too hot. So let's see how it does this time. I just gotta get far enough out until I tell it to go home. Let's see, navigate, whistle home. Hopefully, I don't know what that was about. Okay, good. It's gonna make the turn I want it to make. And let's put our nav back up on the screen again. Wonderful. I love these two viewpoints. Just love it. Really, really nice when you're traveling. Yellow light, and we're slowing down. Boom, boom, boom. Good, good. Real good deceleration. Perfect. Jeez, just real linear, real beautifully linear.
Flory Galeno says hi.
My girlfriend's off to work. Shadows here, good. I wanted to come across all these shadows and see how it behaves. I have to say, it is very comforting to make a change, turn up the temperature, and I actually shouldn't have done it there. I should have just used the scroll wheel to change temperature up and down. Don't know why I did that, maybe because I can. But it's nice if you are going to look at your dashboard to do something, whether it's turn up the volume of your radio, change a station, whatever. It's nice to know there's a second pair of eyes that never stops looking at the road. That's really, really nice to know. Really nice to know. Okay, next intersection is our left turn. But I hear a lot of people complain that there's no buttons. Here we are coming in pretty fast. Yeah, we might be doing the same. Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually a little bit on the fast side. Is it going to make the green light? Is it going to make the green light? It sure is. That's a real good gradual slowdown. I'm impressed. More shadows to deal with. Why is that so hot? Clear, good. Here's a good test coming up at one of these, this damn intersection. It just likes to change lanes in the intersection. And no, see, don't do that. I mean, it was clear, but it's not supposed to do that. Good, 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 good. Awesome. A lot of times it wanted to go into that bus lane briefly and then back out. It had its perfect way it would do that. It's not clear, but it will be as soon as, yep, he goes by. Now it is. A little too slow, but into the the lane, into the next lane. Good. Changing the next one. Good. Human smooth? No. Acceptable? Absolutely. Gonna want to get to our left turn lane here. Yes, yes, yes. Wait for our green arrow. Oh, there's our green arrow.